Owner of a lonely heart, oh, much better than a loner of pocket. Shoot, I forgot the lyrics on that part. I only know that part. It's one of my favorite songs that I would always play my live streams on YouTube. And I'm not sure if I want to post this on TikTok though, but if anyone ever sees this on YouTube, good morning. And Dan, it just sucks that you've been feeling so isolated and didn't get any newcomers that would want to stick around. I doubt I could basically. Oh, first off, okay, if you have viewed all the way through, type Pringles, please, if you want me to share a Pringle with you. But only one condition: if you would subscribe and stay active. If you basically think you could, let's just say, connect with my with how can I explain this? With my personality. Also, I thought I could just share the outfit that I'm wearing today that I made, and then this is the back. Oh, I see. I thought the pepper can. You know what? I could go to Rocky the Tree. I like to name it that because there's rocks all surrounded by him, right? Of course, I don't know what gender, but let's just say that he's a male. And oh yeah, the sun is actually. Damn it! I was hoping to put it. Oh, stay cloudy, because I'm not able to see myself. Okay, I gotta be careful because I don't want to drop it. All right. Also, there was like an anime card back here, and I wanted to pick it up the other day, aka yesterday, but it's already been drawn out. Oh, yeah, I think it. Oh, yeah, these are ants. Okay, I'm trying to be up here then. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is much better. Alas, ants were up here. Hope the Buddha that they don't. But I know I could do this inside, but I like being outside. Just to, get some fresh air. Also, I do miss the old apartment that my older brother and I lived in. So, oh yeah, there is like a little ant hill. Okay, at least it's on the other side. Literally, there is an ant hill. Huh. Well, I'm not gonna disturb their colony. There's ants all over the place. Um, I think I might be fine. So, the thing is, oh shit. Right? Also, I just want to be different, and you know, if other people can be different and doing like cool pranks and stuff, or like Nate being out in nature to say that screw Antonio speaks, he can go to hell for basically um supporting a black murderer. I can't. I don't know what the heck is wrong with his head. Um, then so be it. So the thing is I did those off on my live stream yesterday because I wanted to react to how could I explain this with some gameplay, say Crash Bandicoot and playing. I don't have the little sticks that I have when I would play, the music, right? And um, I forgot what else. There is like a lot of ants. If there ants are crawling up on me, I will definitely move to another spot. Also, that I could have my plushie up here as well because I noticed that the quality isn't too bad from here when I'm doing outside because it's so dark in my house. I can't really do anything about it apparently. So oh my gosh, I love her dog. I love her dog. Idea, you saw that. I love her dogs. Gosh, I like her little baby blue blouse. So besides that, I'm sorry, because I love how when people walk their dogs out here, because we have fur dogs, right? Again, if the weather's nice out, there's no rain, definitely walk your dogs. They will thank you. They will. Okay. Also, I do want to spend more time with my pups too. So, besides that, um, being poor without friends is playing in Soul Calibur 2 in extremely hard mode. But you could only basically get knocked, or you cannot get knocked out, or you gotta start all day from the beginning, right? Also, my main is Talum. Yes, I'm a Soul Calibur fan, even though I've only mainly played the second one, right? If that actually makes sense. So, the thing is, oh, she's walking back. My brother and I do that sometimes. So, the thing is, right? How could I explain it? so to speak. Also, there is like no cars out here, and oh no, there's an ant that's crawling on my foot just now. Yeah, I know. I think I interrupted their colony. Um, Let me move back up a bit, so to speak. So the thing is, okay. Um, Also, I wonder if she's taking pictures. Oh, there's that German Shepherd. Oh, a German Shepherd and another dog out here. Gorgeous, gorgeous dogs. Gorgeous, gorgeous dogs. Yeah, I know they're beautiful. How old is he? Really? He's a big boy. Same here, because we actually have four pups. I think, the mother Bella, she's I think 12, and she doesn't have much gray hair, and then her pups, I think they're 8. I honestly, because one of them, well, my mother named Ebony. She looks like a seal. Yeah, so basically, when I want to try to pet her, she would like scoot up. It's so cute. I just can't help it. Yeah. So he's a full German Shepherd breed, right? Wow, he's beautiful. Yeah, because I would see. Oh, I'm sorry. That happens sometimes, huh? Bye. Be safe. Oh, dear, you got that on camera. So if anyone knows where we live, because I know I probably showed the sign, definitely don't talk to us, please. Don't. That's all I asked for. I'm sorry, because I seen her walking yesterday. Oh, I got that on camera. I want to let all of you know, like, Dion, you interacted with someone. You did, hon. You did. Congratulations. I basically do not like to talk to people, but the thing is with dogs, it's different. And she's sweet. I should ask what her name is. Oh my gosh. It's okay. I don't need to ask her name. It's okay. Crud. I wish I did ask for her name is. This her name. Oh, but it's okay. How about you could basically see like the two women that were walking with their pups? But I'm sorry. I kind of want to share this on TikTok. Literally, I may share my main page. Anyway, where was I? I'm so sorry though. And plus, I don't like to film people though, but I had to, right? So because that way, for those that have viewed all the way through, I'll make sure to post those on YouTube first, right? Um, I forgot to say, yeah, you did. I'm sorry, I got speech block. I tend to forget things sometimes. Anyway, I'm sorry. That was so funny because I didn't expect both of their dogs to bark at each other. Our Chihuahuas do the same thing. They do. That's this part of what being a dog is. So I can't believe I interacted with another dog. But for my ladies out there, right? I hope that you enjoy that. Okay, so basically having no friends. I'm sorry for that. Having and usually this is my unlucky color, but I have Deku here, so that makes it up for it because green, right? Basically, for me, having no friends is really difficult because people would. Oops. Yeah, this my bug likes to be on standby. Hope to Buddha won't get locked up because I have the door this cracked, right? People would, for some odd reason, would automatically think that there's something wrong with you. I don't get it. You know, which let's just say if you're an introvert, you want to just read a book by yourself at the library. That's where you basically find peace, right? There's nothing wrong with basically being out by yourself. Let me go to that same spot, okay? Because it's cloudy, or say that you have been rejected. It's kind of like the same way you basically want to go for a job interview, and you keep doing your best to keep applying, right, for resumes, and they kept rejecting you. That's not your mistake. Maybe it's because of your autism, or maybe of, well, depending what job it is. Like, let's just say if you're a female, you want to be a construction worker, and they want to reject you, which, me personally, that'd be sexist because women can be construction workers, right? Or, it's just like certain jobs is for certain people. Saying the same thing for being an astronaut, you got to be a certain height, or if you're basically 6'7", for example, right? Yes, I know the meme thing. You're too tall to be an astronaut, right? And it sucks monkey balls because you had to, let's just say, have a certain body frame, or got to be a certain sex to basically, which depending on the job. Like being a nurse, it should be both ways. Period. Right? You know, I know they got the term doctor and nurse, for example, right? It actually makes sense. Also, my phone is in my backpack, and let me just bring up the time very quick. And yes, I'm that poor to the point that YouTube doesn't even work on my phone anymore. I tried to load up that "Owner of a Lonely Heart" song, but um, apparently it wouldn't load the other videos, and the Wi-Fi inside the house works, obviously, right? So yeah, my phone is pretty much obsolete. But here's the time. So for me personally, I feel a little guilty just to share a little bit. And I want to say it's for those that don't have any friends, okay? From Dion's advice here. There is nothing wrong with not having friends whatsoever, right? There isn't. I also had to saw her walking up there. And I see a black bumblebee. It's a big one. I always thought that they eat like a lot of honey or something because they're so fat. You know, la godra de Nicola Breda. So I'm gonna show how you say bumblebee in Spanish. But the thing is, okay, is that for you not having any friends, it does not devalue you as a person. Also, I gotta get my scarf very quick. If I can get up, okay. Let me just. Sorry about that. I had to get my scarf so I won't forget. Also, I see a Nevada license plate. Yeah, I'm like a license plate reader. It's a nice car. It's a BMW. Indian guy that was fucking passed by. Um, Basically, okay, where did I left off? I'm sorry about that. If you say don't have anyone to hang out with, please do your best to hang in there. Okay, please do. Okay, it sucks. It's horrifying. I know, but let's just say that um, you don't have to. But if you basically got the courage, for example, just to give someone a compliment, like their dog just now, like I did to that woman that passed by, right? Um, it goes a long way, especially for those that do have friends, and you may never know that they may not have friends. It's hard to tell sometimes. It goes a long way. Okay, again, I love dogs. I could talk about dogs for eons. Okay, literally. I'm like I don't know too many breeds, but let's just say, for example, German Shepherd, Dalmatian mix. I think that's what Babs used to be. Our very first dog that we had. Chihuahua, which we have four of them, right? Bashan, Miss Buffy, of course, and then my Siberian Husky, Elijah, that basically died of an abdomen and testicular cancer. Okay, Greyhound, Golden Retriever, Pit Bull. Don't know not white people had to basically just bash at pit bulls. Yes, depending on how they're trained, but I still love pit bulls. I love every type of breed. I do, because hey, they deserve to be loved, no matter what breed they are. The same way for someone's skin pigment. Okay, it's that obvious. So basically, I wanted us to share this because she's walking downstairs. Um, that for me personally, because since we barely hang in there, since my mother even had to do a 16-hour shift the other day because she used to CNA, I feel awful that I'm not really doing much. And I know how people's attention spans would be on YouTube, let alone on TikTok, for example, because how they want something crazy or following these dim-witted streamers, right? I'm not a fan of them per se. Maybe except for a couple, right? Again, I know this is like a hot take and I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Um, I'm not a fan of I Shall Speak. Okay, I just think he is too loony for me. Yes, I know he basically met the mayor of New York and met damn, you forgot his not Messi, Ronaldo, right? Because he's a fan of him. Especially when he basically went to Barbados and he jumped over the counter in that KFC. I'm thinking, yeah, it's amazing how him being really popular gets away with that. I'm sorry, I know I shouldn't have that bother me, but I would never act like that. Like there is a way just to basically, be fun, but not doing stuff like a restaurant like that. And I just think he gets a pass to be a little bit rowdy, right? And not to mention, say, there is, I don't like Mr. B's, obviously. Never will. Not to mention, smell really freaks me out. And I'm starting to sweat a bit. I forgot to bring my towel. Also, I see a black Jeep with American flag on it. Okay, and I don't know. I just don't like people depending on what they do. They're popular. Also, I wouldn't mind if I wasn't Memi, but being seen as a great cause. Think about Harambe, for example, right? Or that baby that's a fist. If that makes sense. Like, right? I can't really do that per se. But the thing is, for me personally, I do feel really timid, yet behind of other people, especially for my age, because I'm 31. So basically, 62 years old in autistic years because I go through a lot of stress, right? And you can see that I have some gray hairs, right? And also, I did used to get paid on YouTube, right? And I used to know this man named Angel Diaz Estrella, which I didn't know he was a sex offender until eons later when I met him on Grindr or Jack. I think it's just for peeing in public or something, nothing extreme that you think of, right? And he basically taught me how to repair the little bolts with adding fabric, right? He would pay me $20 an hour for that. So yeah, that would count as a job. That's great. You know, I was 19 at the time. I didn't like how he wanted to force you to dress a certain way during Pride Month. I wish I documented that, but I documented the aftermath, so I never got the opportunity to go to a Pride parade. Not the ones that basically are half naked and in leather. I don't tolerate that. I'm sorry. You can do that inside of a gay bar of adults if you want. Also, I think that's what Alaska license plate with that red truck. So, I'm thinking, man, all the way down here, it's summertime. I'd be different if it's winter. I mean, look, I got Alaska license plate. But besides that, right? Um, I feel guilty. I do because especially seeing like these amazing streamers that have a ton of friends, right? I like to watch the after party, for example, and they're fur buddies, right? I would love to have that connection, and not to mention, well, you know, Alpha Red. Well, for those that may have heard of him or love Nintendo, right? And also, you know, that have all these setups. I'm thinking, golly, does it have to take a lot just to be a YouTuber that you like? Not always, because I'll watch some of those commentary ones that never revealed their face, and they would have great commentary. But especially with my budget, I'm too poor for that. So I feel that I don't really have a purpose, I guess, on YouTube because I feel that I had to be one of those people just to really fit in, or you have to basically look a certain way. Also, random word, ugly, right? Because sometimes I feel that way, you know, if that makes sense. And you know, this being appreciated and seen, it feels so good. Like for me personally, if I was ever popular, well, maybe not as popular as Light Show Speed. I don't know how I'm gonna handle that, but being known, I would travel, basically probably get a decent phone, maybe. Even though I would love to use a phone like this, it just sucks because it's all outdated, right? You can tell. To basically study a new language, you know, Duolingo, they need to basically change their dumb, um, you know, trail feature. We need that to tree back. I'm sorry, not to mention the hardest things. Why? If I basically would fail a sentence 5 times, I'd wait another day. Like that's a joke, you know? I'm thinking we're kind of go back in time, right? Because how the app evolved. When I was studying Salami, a little of Greek, right? All I know is yeah, in la Domini market, right? Y la avocado, right? I know it's like Spanish, right? It kind of is like Spanish, but it's not though. It sounds like it. I'm sorry, I barely know any Greek. Barely know any Greek whatsoever, let alone Latin. Salve, salvete, um, which means hi and hello, right? And Orbis, I can't say it. It means like rural, right? I don't remember. I do have my notebooks when I study all of those languages. I have a ton of them. Unless my mother basically tossed them out. I'm sorry. When my mother's boyfriend and I had that argument and she had to toss all my stuff, I'm still upset. I am. I am because even my braces I had, they're gone. I'm sorry for rambling. I have to. I have to because it feels good. So, I think there'd be more cars because it's getting close to 7, but it's still quiet. I wonder where that woman went because usually she'd be back here. Unless she probably passed by. I wish I'd asked her name, but it's fine. But besides, it's kind of nice to see people just walking out of their houses in the morning. Okay, because I know the other place. Well, there were some kind people, but the New York Karen downstairs was not kind. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say is that for me, just having zero friends, right? Zero. Sorry, I put something good in here. Can be. Hold on. A little difficult sometimes because people would just thinking that you're not likable and you basically cannot connect with others, right? And there's something wrong with being anxious. I have social and generalized anxiety. I even come up with this term, perpetual anxiety, is when you constantly worry things for like a couple hours straight a day and you're panicking. It's like being paranoid, but a little different, right? You're just anxious of everything. That, oh, your battery is low, or you hear a voice on the other side. Well, obviously, right? You hear someone talking, you get anxious because you're thinking they're talking about you. Almost like paranoia, right? But not quite. You're just overthinking. I'm not sure it was Cynthia. You've been talking for 25 minutes. But yeah, I just thought I could just share this because literally, I'm so sorry that the video is really long. I just wanted to get this out of my system. Also, I am 13 nights and 22 months clean from self-harm. And then I'm in probably like with like an hour or so, a little over an hour, because like we're on Bob time, that I will be 4 days survived from my attempt of hanging myself, right? Because I would use my scarf to hang myself in the closet. So, I just wanted to share that because I didn't had many kind people. Okay, so well, my childhood, I don't think I want once I don't want to count that because I do want to count my adulthood. I didn't really had much people that I would say hang out with, right? Let alone just going to places and stuff. Also, this is a little bit random because I'm really short, right? I've always wanted to have a piggyback ride. This being carried, I'm well below 123 pounds. If that helps. Also, if there is an officer that is ever seen this video, I tried to comment on more shorts from Sambuja to Nate. I think, wait, no, I don't think that's his name, Nate. HTT1, I believe, and other short tubers or whatever. Comment a blue heart and or okay, yeah, and a copy emoji if you want, right? Because since I did talk about my capophobia and such, I thought it would be appropriate to basically share it. Also, I'm starting to see more cars. I'm driving up now, so um, I just wanted to get this out of my system because literally, it's kind of difficult when people don't want to give the opportunity to hear me speak, right? Because I dozed off on my live stream yesterday. I was so depressed. I'm thinking about switching over to my other channel, maybe. I don't know. I don't know, so to speak, right? Also, I thought I could just show the cars in the background because I know I'm just viewing the sky, right? I thought I could just be back here, maybe, right? Just for like maybe like 1 more minute and such. So for any who are curious, you can just see the cars are just passing by on my right side. Um, yeah, no, I'm close to the street. Don't worry. I walk all the time, so I'm used to say cars are passing by. Especially since I got hit once, hurt like hell, obviously, because I have like a little Oh yeah, that's right. It's the right hand. You can see this little scar. It was a white woman in her mid 60s who was driving a blue SUV when I was about to walk past through our Fry's in our old neighborhood in Glendale. Pardon me, 43rd Avenue in Bethany home, right? I don't know, we got weird street names here. And yeah, it's permanent. And I think like a murder her son probably witnessed that. Oh, whatever. I'm thinking she should got the police on her, but whatever. Maybe because maybe half of it was my mistake. So it was whatever. At least I didn't basically lost a leg. Okay, now it's quiet. But I will go back inside and I wanted to ask one thing, okay? For anyone that has viewed all the way through, I just want to put a reminder. Type any heart emoji of your favorite color that you could type in, okay? That's one thing. If you have viewed all the way through. The second, would you ever be my friend, so to speak, no matter what age? right? Because we talk about platonically. I remember like how I watched Tommy NFG. He was saying something about Tic Tac, right? I like that, and I love all of you consensually. I'm sorry, I think that's really cute because I would watch some of his videos, and basically he would do that as a catchphrase, and I like that. So that's just something I just wanted to share. And I just hope the Buddhist Belly that does get more viewership because I thought this may be helpful for those that are listening in the background. Let's just say if you're driving home from work, whether that might be for the doctor's appointment or if you basically are working at the grocery store, you know, especially Walmart, for example. But um, also another thing that I wanted to share to be pretty random, okay? I'm kind of envious that Europeans. I'm glad they love it down here. You know, with the FIFA going on, that you got the Japanese are cleaning up in the Dallas Stadium to basically the Scots in Boston that are playing their bagpipes and just drinking a lot, right? I'm kind of envious how they would. Oh, Oregon license plate. It was a cherry red Honda. Not sure if you can even see that car that passed by. That they would film inside the store, but you know they don't get told to get kicked out and such. Because I think, well, I didn't got told to kicked out, but we should be allowed to film inside, especially if we have tourists in our country. I decided to share that. You know, maybe I'm jealous of Europeans because they feel more. Oh, nice Jeep. It's the cherry red color. They basically feel more at peace. If that makes sense. I'm sorry for talking so long, literally, but I just want to get all of this out of my system, and I know the sun is actually coming up. So, oh yeah, also Deca wants to say hello, right? Um, Another thing, very quick, just to open this up, and then I'll end it from here. Oh, actually, can I just do this on video very quick? I would love to share this with anyone that likes this video. Oh, also, I like to suck on the salty flavor or flavor. Yeah, let's see, cause oh yeah, I have a My Hero manga in here, right? Hold on. This is the only manga that basically I've ever owned. And to show the price, right? This is how much it would cost. I think I got this during COVID. Ooh, someone's speeding. It's a BMW, the silver one. Um, I also read all of this when my mother's boyfriend and I, you know, had our argument, and my mother had to throw out my stuff, and the police would have wanted to arrest me even though I have proof. But we made up in jail. We did. Okay, I'm still a bit bothered when it happened to me, and I didn't get my seatbelt on when they arrested me, and so I wish that they treated me better. I don't know. Maybe that's why I miss being a child because at least I'm seen as innocent. Maybe that's what I'm glad I'm really short because sorry, I'm overthinking it. I just want to have like a hug, maybe a badge from an officer and feel accepted. That's why I can't watch police videos the same. Anyway, I just don't want it to overwhelm any of you. Also, one more thing. I don't know what the hell these cards are. Okay? Literally, I found more of them, right, in the ground. It says, like it's in German, right? Weiss Swords. It's in Japanese. I'm not sure what anime this is. I'm not sure if any of you can see it, right? I don't know what this is. So, yeah, I literally found that. But besides that, the price of 40%, and I think so much for those that have viewed all the way through. Just please take care of yourselves. Drink plenty of water and maybe add like a towel if it's too cold for you to hold on to it. I'm not sure what the temp is supposed to be out here in Phoenix though, because we're supposed to be like around 100 and teens and such, right? And oh yeah, also I heard that Turkey lost, right, for the FIFA thought convention. And also there was that cute boy that I find hot, the 21-year-old named Alder something. I'm sorry, I just share that, right? Hope the bus just have a nice day, you know, like the little thing, right? Because I see the bus over here. They did not score a single point, but Paraguay, they did. But you know, I do appreciate the Turks that stopped, you know, that visited out here in Arizona Mesa because yes, it does get really hot here. But I decided I could share that. I wanted to have the video to reach 31 minutes because that's my age, and I do want to stream though, but I'll probably give it one more go. If it doesn't do well, I may have to share the URL to my other channel that has no name on it, because you can't find it. Like that little glitch when you do the invisible text, right? Something like that. Okay, I want to wait for 50 more seconds. I thought I could be a little bit quiet so that you could see a little bit of nature out here. Oh, before I do, Aisha. Can any of you that love flowers or do gardening tell what flower this is? Also, that all of you, well, sorry, okay, there's no N in there. That I could have something a little refreshing. Sorry, this type of flower. Oh, crud, there's ants. Oh, shit, I think I meant to kill one. Shit, I'm sorry. Okay. Other than that, flowers are awesome because they have flaws. And they are awesome. Awesome. Oh, cicadas.